Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to the Guiding Chariot. This is your new weekly reading. So excited to be able to get a moment with you guys today. Okay, let's just throw this out there. So I had planned to do love readings this week. I've just been in a completely different vibe. If you saw the Chinese New Year video, the Lunar New Year video, you'll kind of know what's up. This series of sign videos is really going to be focused on our rewards, what it is we're manifesting, right? We have the 222 portal next week, which will be super, super exciting. Great time for manifesting. So I really wanted to tap into what's coming our way, what are we calling in, what have we been working on, and how do we best align ourselves to that. I have our magnetized mandala here from my friend Sagittarius Golden Ray. Check her out on Instagram. But this reading is really focused on what are we attracting to us. House rules still apply, so this will be a general reading for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as cross watchers. Feel free to reverse the players if need be. My only ask is that you take the messages as they resonate. Do not try to force anything if it doesn't fit your circumstance or you're not vibing with it. Just means that message is for someone else. Leave it on the table, take the rest. Friendly reminder, time is an illusion, so even though I'm talking about next week's portal, I usually do these readings with the next 4 weeks in mind. It all depends where we are in that journey, so it can happen sooner, it can happen earlier, later, whenever. Alright. Sagittarius, as I was getting ready for your reading, I started getting really anxious. So I hope you guys are taking a moment to breathe and just kind of center if things are feeling a little cray, or if, I don't know if it's because maybe things feel a little uncertain, there we go, or maybe you just feel that something is coming, something's happening. But remember to take a breath. Look at this. Sagittarius, we got the love card coming in. I will say with this particular card, it does feel, now does this mean romance is coming? It totally could. I feel like this love card is really love of self, that anxious feeling that I was kind of picking up, whether you're worried about something or concerned about something, or just, like I was saying, have that sense that something's coming, there's a change on your way. Love yourself through it. Keep yourself grounded and stable. Don't let I feel like it's like the mental things, and it also could just be a soul thing, like you're just starting to, like, I don't want to say work yourself up, but that's essentially how it kind of feels. Like all the energy started it feels like it's picking up pace and it's just kind of running a little faster. Don't let that energy kind of run away with you. Keep yourself kind of wrapped in love. Take care of yourself. Listen to your body, listen to your mind. If things start feeling weird and you need to take a breather, please take that breather. Like, you are not going to do good for anyone, including yourself, if you are just kind of wearing out your battery, is really what I'm getting with this love card. So take a moment. I almost want to tell you, like, take a breath right now. Like, deep inhale, hold for a second, deep exhale. Let all the air out, let all the jujus out. This particular love card really gives me like self-love vibes. Now, totally could still be romance. I'm not saying rule that out completely, but I think the main message there is really love yourself and take care of yourself. Okay? Yeah, I still feel like I need to breathe. Like, Sagittarius. We'll see. We're gonna go deeper in the tarot. So let's see what's going on in here. You know what? I actually want to take that one. Look at that bottom of the deck right now, death. So going through a rebirth. Some of you might be thinking about a Scorpio. That definitely could be a thing. But look, and right in the middle of your reading, Ace of Cups. Self-love and still chance of romance. Alright, can't really see the star card down there. That's okay, we're gonna talk about it anyway. So, let's go through these babies. Queen of Pentacles, beautiful energy for you. Honestly, beautiful energy for you. And this is an energy that is very abundant, well manifested, but there's a strength, a confidence, and a real groundedness in this energy. And I think this is really the energy we're adopting right now, right? This also may be a result of what we're calling in, is to help find more grounding. Having this show up in the first card, though, tells me you're already there. Like, you kind of already are. The stability is already there. The grounding is already there. I keep getting this idea that, like, all the pieces are in place, but for some reason we're still worried. We're still anxious about something, whether we're afraid of something coming in and knocking the pieces down, or, you know, I've got all the pieces down, but, like, maybe it'd be better if I just had like 3 more on the board. You know, like, it just feels like there's like a what if on your mind that's kind of mentally putting you, you know, into kind of a hectic space, or there's just so much going on and you're just trying to, like, keep it all together and kind of maintain balance and maintain order, when really the core of it is you are good, you are fine. Like, there is, like, things are set, things are stable. I think what's going on is we have the Moon card here, right? The Moon card, I think the Moon card is still a positive card, but it does speak to mysteries and secrets, you know, things done in shadow, in the dark. And I don't necessarily think it's anything bad, but here I think there is an element to the unseen, right? Like, for you right now in this particular spread, I keep getting drawn down to the dark water. Like, there's like something in the shadow. As much as, you know, you've been putting out the intentions, you've been singing your siren song, it just feels like you know there's something in this water that you can't see yet. And you already know, like, you already know that's kind of happening. And I think that is what's kind of giving you some it's like I don't want to say heebie-jeebies, but that's what's kind of making things a little uneasy. There's that unknown. There's that variable that you know exists, that you can't quite do anything about yet. That's just kind of looming. It hasn't shown its face, but you know it's there. You know it's going to do something soon, and I think we're just not fans of that. We're just not fans of that. You know what? And that's okay. But remember, you're still showing up as this Queen of Pentacles. So this thing isn't coming to throw you off your throne. It's not going to, like, demolish you in any way. It may shift things, right? We still are going through a rebirth, so there is going to be change, but that doesn't mean you're going to suffer or lose or any of those things. That literally is not what's happening here. All right? So we have that Moon energy, and then we also have the 3 of Wands. So 3 of Wands can actually, I don't know, it's giving me kind of mixed, I don't want to say mixed signals, but it's giving me a mixed message in this particular spread here with this 3 of Wands. Normally the 3 of Wands is something of waiting and taking thoughts and turning them into actions, moving something forward, right? When we're talking about the 3 of Wands. It can also speak to the manifestation starting to come in, right? So maybe not full manifestation, but you start to see the effects in the 3D and the physical, right? With this 3 of Wands. You know, if we link this whole column together, it almost makes me think that you've kind of seen whatever this moon is bringing up or starting to shine some light on. Don't forget, we just had that new moon go past as well, so some of you might have been feeling a lot of things during this new moon cycle. But whatever this is, I feel like this 3 of Wands, you've already seen it coming. Like, you can even see there's a magnifying glass in this. The mermaid has found a little earth treasure. But I feel like you've already seen this, you've already been kind of picking through the details, you've already been working it out, but it now is kind of what all the work has been coming for. It is kind of what I'm getting with this first column. But again, you showed up as the Queen of Pentacles, so don't think anything's going to throw you off your game. You've already prepared, right? So don't let that headspace and that mental that over-analyzing thing get everything else all jammed up. This middle row is where I think most of the focus is going to kind of lie. So, you know, I talked about that Ace of Love right in the middle of the deck. So big important thing for you is really this idea of self-love and caring for yourself and looking out for your needs. And I would almost say being gentler on yourself. Like there may be an opportunity where you kind of get to take a breather, and I want to make sure you take it. Or if you need a breather, make time for it, is really what this Ace of Cups and this Love card is really pushing to me. Because we have this here. We have this Six of Cups and the High Priestess surrounding this Ace of Loves. With the did I say Six of Cups? I meant Six of Swords. For some reason I just thought if I said Six of Cups, I meant Six of Swords. Having this show up on the top means the hardest part is over. The worst part is over, whatever that was. Whether it was news, whether it was a situation, the hard part's over. We're starting to move on to better times, easier times, smoother times, more abundance, whatever it is. Apply it to whatever situation is applicable. This High Priestess is all about intuition, right? Trusting your inner self, trusting your higher self. And honestly, what I love right now about this particular spread, you have both the Moon and the High Priestess. So as the Moon is talking about mysteries and secrets and things in shadow, High Priestess is like, yeah, but guess who channels the Moon? Me. I know all your secrets. I know all your mysteries. I have them all written down. I simply just have to unfurl the scroll and read it all. So as much as, like I was saying with this Three of Wands, as much as there's something happening down here in these dark waters, High Priestess is like, no, I've already seen it. I've already sorted it out. So if you listen to me, all the answers are revealed, right? There are no secrets here. So that's the big thing I want you to really take with you. Because I'm telling you, this anxious feeling is it's not you. It doesn't need to be here. It's not serving you, and it's just trying to be overprotective or overprepared, and it's just not serving you to like ramp your energy up this high, right? Especially when, like I was saying, the hardest part is behind you, and whatever is being done in shadows, you already know what it's about, what it's going to do, how you can prepare for it, what you are going to do in response to it. So, it's okay. We're all good. We're all fine. I didn't even see you. You were hiding in the corner. You also have the King of Pentacles here. So King and Queen, you've got counterparts here. So we definitely can be talking about romance for some of you. I would say this particular person, if you haven't met them yet, if you're like, oh my god, yeah, that's that guy I started talking to, and the vibe is so strong, the connection is real good. If you haven't met this person, and this is talking about love for you, Sag, you meet this person very soon. And when I say very soon, I mean you're most likely going to meet this person next week. Like, if this is a union, if this is a counterpart situation, this person's coming very, very soon. You know, again, if you're not already talking. If that's not the case, right, because it may, like I said, I think for a majority of you, this isn't romance. I do still feel like this is self-love. But there is a part of you I can't deny. With counterparts coming up, I can't deny that there's not a possible relationship here. Possibly with an earth sign, but it's more about this person being really grounded, well-manifested, secure, provides security, probably a bit of a homebody, likes to be comfortable, likes to enjoy his space. And when I say space, I don't necessarily mean like alone time, like his space, like, he is the king of his castle. He just wants to be there and be comfortable and be surrounded by his luxuries and his comforts and his, if he collects things, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's enough of that, because I don't think that will be all of you, but amazing for those of you, that are experiencing that. That is wonderful. For some of us, we'll do that after. For some of us, I feel like this may also be the longing of, or the wishing for. We might be trying to call this person in. And like I said, some of you, going to be super soon. I think a lot of you have been disappointed in relationships, or we've even maybe been single for a while with this Five of Cups, right? We might be in our feels about that. Some of us might have even lost someone. And I don't think so. This person, like, I don't think we lost anyone recently. Either we lost them, or they transitioned, or the relationship just ended. But I think the feelings of that, the memories of that, all the emotional aspects, I think may still be weighing a little heavily. And honestly, it might even be because it's right across from this moon card. It might have been something that you kind of have been okay with, you dealt with, you put on the side, you filed it away, thought it was done, and I'm good, I've moved on. This moon may have brought a lot of that up again, right? Because not only did we have the moon, we also had retrograde, right? Or Mercury retrograde. We've got all those planets. We still have those 5 planets in Aquarius. We do have the star card here, which is the card for Aquarius. So that area definitely can be still very, very charged for you, Sagittarius, wherever that is in your chart. But I feel like this moon maybe has brought up a bunch of emotional things that, probably played a little bit with this sense of security you have. But it's not... It's just bringing them up for release, or it's bringing them up to show you something, or it's, you have to kind of sit with that and see what that really is doing for you. But I feel like this particular feeling, for any of you that are feeling that this low vibe, whether it's sadness or regret or fear or doubt or whatever it is, I don't think it's permanent. I don't think it's lasting. I think it's just kind of bubbling up. You'll feel it for a little bit, and then you can kind of let it go. It's not going to stick around and be as heavy as maybe it has been in the past couple days or last week. I think it's very temporary, because especially with the star card kind of rounding out this spread, the star card's all about hope and faith and believing in miracles and expecting the best, right? Again, there's this idea of, I don't want to say singing, but sending out messages. We have the siren song here in the moon card. We have the star blowing her conch shell, and I know these are clouds, but it's kind of giving that same, like sending that message up to heaven, right? It's like all swirling up towards that beautiful star in the top. Literally everything is pulling me back to this moon card. Everything's pulling me back to this whatever this is happening in the shadows, whatever it is that's happening just under the surface. And it's just like, if you could only see, you wouldn't have to worry about this journey. If you could only see, you wouldn't worry about these feelings. If you could only see, you wouldn't be questioning what's about to happen, right? Like, expect this. Believe in the magic and the miracles, right? And again, having your oracle at hand, having the center of the card being focused on love and the emotional space, taking care of yourself. Honestly, what you're attracting is that emotional satisfaction, right? Whether it's physically manifesting in this partner, right, in this divine union, or we're getting this vibe within us, which, ultimately that's what's going to do this, right? So again, it just depends where we all are on that lovely road. Yeah, see, here it is. So under this rebirth, we've got the 4 of Swords. Again, that need to rest, relax, take that breather. I'm telling you, for those of you where that's a thing, take that breather. You need it. You need it. I'm telling you, you need it. You've deserved it. Knight of Cups. Love that. So that is an emotional offer. In this particular deck, I always see the Knight of Cups as someone who's a little more distracted. Definitely a bit more of a dreamer. And that's definitely not a bad thing. And I don't think that's necessarily you. It could be for some of you if you're getting lost in daydreams, and maybe that's where this 4 of Swords is. Just let yourself be there. Don't use this energy though and dwell in this 4 of Cups energy though. Like, don't be reminiscing and getting yourself in that headspace where you start longing for something and missing something, and it starts to bring you down. That's not where this dreamer is helping you, right? That's you drowning yourself with this moon card. That's you swimming into the dark water and just not resurfacing. It is about seeking light, right? So use that. Use the dream space. Use your imagination. Just use it wisely. Because again, what I'm kind of getting at there has to do with this 4 of Cups, which is sitting right under that. It's easy to get ourselves distracted in these sad kind of cups, when again, there's something magical happening just out of the corner of our eye. That's the star card, right? You have to believe in a miracle and have hope that this is happening. But if we'd let this energy pull our focus and stay here in this vibe, that's not going to serve us. Because look, right under that, 10 of Pentacles, and having the Union show up with Pentacles, this is something that provides security and longevity. This is the goal, right? And I don't need to tell you, you already know this. This is the goal, right? Security, abundance, may be linked to money for some of you, right? It doesn't have to be, but definitely could be. But the goal is really security and safety. That's the big thing. I don't even want to say it's like comfort either. It's really focused on the security and holding it down. I don't know if you guys saw, but the Tower and Temperance are sitting underneath that. So Tower, big change. But the thing with that, it's sudden change, right? I'm telling you, for some of you, next week might be crazy for some of you. Just saying. And then Temperance, your energy is underneath that. Not only is the Sagittarius card, it is a card of patience and divine timing. So all these things we possibly are worried about, they're going to play out. How they're going to play out, when they're meant to play out. The worrying, the anxiousness, isn't going to make it happen any sooner, isn't going to make it happen any smoother. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, all right? We're going to do one more thing before we close out this reading. I talked about it yesterday, so I started with all the water signs, because yesterday's energy just felt so watery. Hence, the mermaid, all the mermaid things, it felt very watery, and it felt like divine feminine energy is very high right now. Nope, that's our card. We're taking that one. Hold on, she ran under the table. So I wanted to pull some divine feminine cards to really tap in and see how the divine feminine is affecting you and manifesting in your world. Stop. I am going to mess this name up like crazy. Enheduana? I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. Like, that's beautiful picture though. But look, High Priestess. High Priestess. There is a big need. Like, this is major confirmation that you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to your body. What is your body trying to tell you? Does it need rest? Do we need to show more trust? Do we need to redirect? What signs and messages are you getting? You need to listen to that. Your guides, your higher self, truly reaching out in such a strong, profound way. Some of it might even be through those emotions, through those feelings that were coming up. They might be trying to trigger something in you. So really pay attention. Honestly, Sag, I think you guys would benefit a lot this week by kind of sitting with yourself and really processing. And you may not even know what to process about, but just kind of sit and try not to hold on to any thoughts and just kind of observe what comes up. Because I think that might be interesting for you to discover. Like, what is it that's just kind of playing around in your headspace? Things might pop up that you weren't expecting, that you thought you had long resolved, and it's just kind of revisiting. It's giving you a little chance to reflect one more time. But the prompt on this card says, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Right? So there is this sense of kind of reconnecting with you and really, really digging a little deeper than you have. Which honestly I think is so beneficial for you, Sag. You're such a fun sign. You love to be social. You love to interact. You love to make people feel good, and you make a great cheerleader, and everyone loves to kind of hang around you. But it does feel like this week is a great time to really, I don't want to say isolate, because that's not the vibe, but really make sure you're giving that same love to you, taking time to recharge, right? Like I once was watching this interview with a Broadway actor, and he was being asked about being an introvert, because you think of actors and most of them really are extroverts. They like to be seen and have fun, and they're super playful. he was one who really did need personal space. And, you know, he's like, I like interacting with people. I like to go out. I like to spend time and, you know, have fun and do all these things. He described, you know, being an extrovert versus an extrovert. He compared it as how people recharge. Like, extroverts can recharge around people, where him as an introvert, I need to recharge alone. So I can go out and play and have fun and do things and experience, you know, what life has to offer. But then I need to kind of come back and sit in my room and have a moment and breathe. That's where I refuel. And then I can go back out and be fun and laugh and entertaining and energetic, right? So I kind of feel like that's kind of your vibe right now. Like, this is just a moment for you to kind of step back, have a little rest, get the power up, and then you can go back out there, right? Because even in this picture, I've been kind of drawn to, I believe it's supposed to be more like a halo around her, but it does feel kind of like a little protective bubble space. And it's specifically around her head, where we were talking, that anxious feeling, that overthinking, that overprocessing, you know, is kind of triggering some stuff. It's just about creating a safe mental space where you're not thinking too hard, you're not trying to plan 12 million steps ahead, right? Take a little breather. You've done a lot of that work already, right? Especially with the Six of Swords. Hard part's behind us now. I almost feel like you may have been in a situation where you had to keep that engine rolling. You kind of had to run a couple steps ahead. And now you're being given a moment where you can breathe a little bit. And it may be weird for you to run at this pace now, because you've been running at a completely different one. You know, but you kind of have the luxury to have that breather right now, and that's great. Honestly, I think the cards are telling you to really take it. You know, some of you, that may have been what you were manifesting. The chance to breathe and expand, right? To exhale, in a way. So, again, take it how it resonates, but big thing is really caring for your needs and caring for yourself, my loves. All right. I'm going to wrap up your reading there. As always, I love you guys. I am wishing you the best. Thank you for all the love and support. If you could do me a favor, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. It lets me know how the reading resonated with you, which is super important. Drop a comment down below. You can also hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. Make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell on so that you can be notified when the next series pops up. Remember, it's going to be the love readings. Stay tuned for those. And as always, stay safe. I am wishing you the best. And I will see you in your next video. Bye, Sag.